Hello and welcome to Husky Talk, the MMA report. I am your host, the best podcast host in the universe, Steve Cully. I would like to thank our sponsors at Procyon Partners. Procyon Partners, one of the top 50 fastest growing companies in the nation. President Sean Rabinowitz, proud supporter of Husky Talk. They specialize in employee benefits, wealth management, and retirement planning. And there is going to be a Tesla in my driveway any day now. We have Green Street Trust International, owned and operated by Rennell Jump. Rennell Jump. They work with businesses large and small. They will save you money on your taxes or give you a big fat return. To schedule your free strategic tax planning session today, go to www.greenstreettrust.com. Pete Finch and the Finch Law Firm is out of Bridgeport, Connecticut. If you've suffered any type of personal injury, a slip and fall, a construction beam hit you at a site, your mother-in-law tried to run you over with her car, the Finch firm is for you. Pete has won legal battles all over the state of Connecticut, and he will go to war for you to make sure you get every dollar in compensation. All you have to do is go to thefinchfirm.com and Pete will go over your case with you. Dynamic Human Performance, owned and operated by Yukon legendary running back Andre Dixon. Andre trains boys and girls of all ages, of all sports. He works with them, and he has just started a new athletic development program. That's all right. You'll freeze from time to time. You're on camera. You're on your phone. Athletic development program. You pick a sport of your choice. He will train you from the ground up, develop you, and make sure you reach your potential and have an opportunity to play at the next level. Andre has sent kids all over the country, boys and girls, to play college on scholarship, Division I scholarship. We have Julius Williams, and he runs the Trench Mob, trains offensive and defensive linemen, some of the best offensive and defensive linemen I have ever seen. He's out of Decatur, Georgia. I don't know what's in the water in Decatur, Georgia, but his freshmen and sophomores look like they're 32 years old. They've been going to camps and tournaments all across the country, and they are currently 4-0 in tournament play. They're absolutely dominant. If you want your kid to play Division I on a scholarship, work with Julius. He has kids at Florida, Florida State, Miami, Clemson, Tennessee, Georgia, and Alabama, just to name a few, and he has contacts with everyone else. Finally, we have Razul Wallace. Razul Wallace is having a fundraising dinner at the Swift Factory Saturday night, the 19th, at the Swift Factory from 6 p.m. to 9:30. There's going to be a ton of food. There's going to be a DJ, and there's going to be an auction with prizes given away. Yeah. It's for the House of Changes, which supports men who have struggled with addiction, homelessness, and incarceration. Razul provides them with a lot of support, case management, social workers, mental health counseling. So we need your help to raise money to keep the House of Changes going and hopefully get another one and continue to help as many people as possible.
You know how else going to be there, Steve?
And Tyler King is going to be there signing autographs, and I am the keynote speaker. I'm the keynote speaker, and Tyler King's going to be there. There's no other reason why you shouldn't come.
Yeah, exactly.
So we have Tyler King, the Marauder himself. All he does is train, teach class. He beats that ass, and then he vigorously pounds it afterwards. Vigorously. I love it. It's vigorously. Tyler, so we had an interesting card, UFC 314.
Oh, yeah.
It was your boy, You love I can't say his last name. Volkanovski. Volkanovski. Overall, I really I have to say I did somewhat enjoy this card. I really did enjoy this card.
Somewhat. I mean,
it was pretty wild. It was pretty wild, and the aftermath was even wilder. The first fight I was happy with because I'm a big fan. Dominic Reyes. I'm a fan of Dominic Reyes.
okay.
He came in the favorite, correct? If you're plus 130, you're the favorite.
No, he was the underdog.
All right, the minus is okay. He came in the underdog, but he had a round 1 knockout TKO victory.
Yeah.
What's amazing is, Tyler, he only had 8 total strikes. 8 total strikes. All 8 were significant.
Yeah.
He had some massive headshots and a couple body shots.
To say the least. Holy ass, dude.
Well, it looked like his opponent. Now, his opponent, Nikita, is 30, 10, and 0. So I was expecting a better performance out of him. I really was.
Honestly,
he looked kind of scary.
For Dominic Reyes is back, and that's what you can really take from this one. He's been, I believe he's on a 2-fight losing streak.
Yeah, he was.
When you looked at it, the kid Krylov's been on a tear, and obviously by appearance he's scary as a fighter. In my mind, he's even scarier. Just a technician, vicious, like always coming forward. The epitome of a Russian fighter. Also, extremely versatile and skilled. I was shocked. I thought this was and like my gambling receipts will reflect this. I thought this fight was going to be the final nail in the career of Dominic Reyes. I was with you on
that. Yeah.
I was very much in the camp that, Dominic had a good run. He's taken some bad losses, some bad KO losses in his past several fights. I thought this was kind of going to be the final nail. And he said, well, he had something to say about that. He came in and knocked the Nikita Krylov into the netherworld. So, I mean.
Yeah, he knocked him into Never Never Land.
It was just a tremendous performance. When you look at the kind of adversity, that Dominic Reyes has been through.
Oh, absolutely.
He just came out and made an absolute statement.
Well, Tyler, I think he had nothing to lose. I think he came out with like a nothing to lose attitude.
I will 100% give you that. I can 100% see that where that line I think he would come in. And he didn't wade in. Like he's definitely more of a measured fighter. I mean, you could see it in John Jones' fight. He started off kind of the first round. That one slow.
Makes me sick.
Then those middle 3 rounds, he just turned it on. This fight, he just came out and said, "We're gonna end this night early," and just wow. I think his thinking here was, the kid Krylov is not on my level. He has not been in these championship fights. He hasn't fought the pedigree of fighter that I have. So I think he kind of came out and he thought, I think in his head, he kind of had in the back of his mind, he said, if I touch him early, I'm going to try to put him away. And wow,
you could see the relief when he won the fight. Like, it was a relief that he defeated him.
That is a really common thing with
I'm sure
fighters.
Right.
When fighters
because there's so much pressure.
It's not so much speaking from experience, it's not even so much joy. There's a lot of joy in there, but Chael Sonnen talked about this extensively. It is relief when you get it over with and you win, and you're getting your show money and your win bonus. You had a good performance. Like, this, what I believe was knockout of the night. Correct?
Yeah, it was. Oh, yeah, it was. He beat the fuck out of him.
He knocked out of the night. I believe he got $100,000 bonus. I mean, just
and he earned it. And I am one of the few. I watched the John Jones fight. I thought he won that. I thought he won it. And you're the one that always says you cannot leave it up to the judges.
You can't leave it to the judges.
Championship match.
That is dual faced right there, Steve. You can't leave it in the hands of the judges. And this is a little bit like the last several years in recent fights. It hasn't been so much the case because there have been some questionable decisions. But generally, you have to take the title from the champion.
Exactly.
And that's part of it. So, but the John Jones fight, I see both ways, but in this one, no judges were needed.
So let me ask you, if you're looking back at the John Jones fight, do you think John Jones actually won the fight, or do you think Dominic Reyes didn't do enough to win it by decision? Because he left it up to the judges.
Little column A, little column B. In the John Jones fight, John had a tremendous 5th round. And a lot of times,
yes, he finished strong.
The judges will lean a little bit in that direction. The thing is, most of with the scorecards in the unified rules, the judges have to mark everything down round by round. So, I mean, I believe he won the 5th round across the board. That was a split decision, if I remember correctly. Right?
Correct. Yes, it was a split decision.
Split decision. So, hey, one of the judges gave it to Dominic, but excuse me, like I just said, you have to take the title from the champion.
And he was close to finishing him. He just couldn't do it.
100%.
Now, let me ask you this. He's in the light heavyweight division.
Correct.
The light heavyweight is arguably one of the toughest divisions, if not the
100%.
Toughest division.
100%.
Where does he go from here? Because he's won 3 in a row right now. This was his 3rd victory in a row.
He is in line. He's in line to fight Alex Pereira then. Or excuse me.
Really?
No, excuse me. The champion is not Pereira. I'm sorry. It's Ankalaev. So Ankalaev still has to I believe they're doing a rematch with Ankalaev and Pereira. So I would surmise that most likely coming off 3 wins in a row, he probably could sit and wait for the winner of Ankalaev and Pereira, but I think most likely he'll be in a #1 contender fight. Also, the fight with Polish Power makes a lot of sense right now.
So would Reyes fight in the fall? Most likely he won't fight in the summer.
So we're looking at April right now. The International Fight Week card on July 4th weekend, that makes a lot of sense. So
really?
Yeah, so I would think that if he's gonna wait, because he's in position to be the #1 contender right now, winning 3 in a row.
He's in a good spot. Yeah.
Exactly. But if he does need to fight a contender fight versus Polish Power Jan Blachowicz, which is I think the fight to make, that probably would fall on that weekend as well. July 4th weekend. Yeah.
I always love that card. The July cards are always great.
Of course. Yes.
So the next fight was Gene Silva versus Bryce Mitchell. And I believe that Gene Silva was the favorite, and it's a featherweight battle. Yes. And he submitted him in the 2nd round with a guillotine choke.
It wasn't exactly. It was actually a technical submission. A technical submission is when you have a guy in a choke and he goes unconscious.
Bryce
went out.
Yeah, he was out.
I give Bryce credit for going out. Bryce has been, at the very least, very controversial in recent weeks.
Very, very controversial.
You got that right. But he went on his shield. He went to sleep.
So you think that's the way to go out? You would go out. You let yourself just
No
get,
one.
you know,
All right, I'll tell you one thing.
put to sleep.
In a mixed martial arts fight, I have never been submitted, and I don't think
I
anyone's
know
good
you haven't.
enough. I don't think anyone's good enough to get me in a choke and put me
No,
unconscious.
you're too large. I don't think
Not too
anyone would
long.
be.
I'm just too good at jiu-jitsu, son.
Well, that too,
But
but I'm saying you're a big
but
guy.
doesn't matter. And next, doesn't matter how big you are. I
No,
get
you're
your
right.
neck. Someone
You're
gets your
right.
neck. You can
Yeah.
any neck can be squoze, and you will go to sleep. With that being said,
Yeah, you're right.
I don't think anyone could get my neck in an MMA fight in jiu-jitsu. Hey,
No,
I lost
no.
jiu-jitsu match this past weekend. It is what it is. But in the mixed martial arts realm, no one's good enough to get my neck.
Yeah, because of your height too. I think it'd be tough to get your neck.
You're on the ground.
Well,
Once you're on the ground, you're all the same height.
yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. But Silva is now 16-2 in the featherweight division.
Ooh.
Bryce
Ladies and
Mitchell.
gentlemen, we have a new contender in the featherweight division.
Well,
Not
he's
only
won 5 in a row.
exactly, he's won 5 in a row, but putting Bryce is a submission specialist. Putting Bryce to sleep is a giant feather in his cap.
Putting him to
But
sleep.
but with the notoriety,
Right.
albeit negative notoriety by
Yes.
Bryce Mitchell.
Yes. No. He does
The
have
fact
negative
that Jean
notoriety.
Silva was able to put him to sleep, he really made a statement. He's put himself next in line for that featherweight belt, and I think him versus Volkanovski would be a hell of a fight.
So, I mean, you put him over like Ortega, Holloway,
Oh, Ortega?
Pitbull.
Ortega's been trashed the last several fights. I
Yeah.
100% put him over Ortega.
Okay. What about Holloway?
That is a tough one. The issue is that that Holloway rather, took a loss in a knockout. He took a knockout loss to the former champion who never lost the belt in Ilya Taporia. So
Right.
he's not really in a position right now. I mean, I think that this gentleman is the next guy in line at featherweight to fight Volkanovski.
So this next fight, I was kind of surprised at. I expected better performance from Mr. Pitbull. He lost to Yair Rodriguez, another featherweight fight. It was
like, I'm sorry.
It was just a beatdown. I mean,
all right.
I don't know how else to
Steve,
describe
are we
it.
on the radio? Is this episode gonna be on the radio?
Yeah.
All right. So all y'all see my lips. Yair Rodriguez is a mother.
Yeah, you can do that.
He is an MFer.
Yes.
Yair Rodriguez is a problem. Like, I believe he comes from a Taekwondo background.
You're saying it in a good way. You're saying it in a good way. Okay.
Yair is a problem. And listen, I don't like to throw a whole lot of shade at these former Bellator fighters that are coming over, but Pitbull's had a great career, and he's been a former champion in the Bellator organization. But Yair Rodriguez he's one of those guys in this division.
He's 21-5, man.
He's an uncrowned champion. He's just been so good and been around for so long. I mean, I'll call him the top 5 gatekeeper. When I say top, like to the top 5 of this division, he's definitely the gatekeeper to the top 10, top 5. And when you have a guy like that, and you bring in, like, this was Pitbull's measuring stick, and unfortunately for Pitbull, he did not measure up.
No, not even close. I was just surprised how Yair controlled the fight. Like, he just kept coming.
I really wasn't. I felt like in the fight,
the number of strikes landed, my God.
Number of strikes landed. number one. And to me, I've seen Pitbull in wars, and this entire fight, and it was a war. Pitbull looked, for lack of a better word, just uncomfortable the
He
entire
did.
time.
Yes, he did. He did look uncomfortable. He looked like he had kind of a deer in the headlights look.
Right? But
From what I
Steve,
saw,
even better, Steve. Even better. He really did look like he was a deer in the headlights. He really did.
that's what I thought from a layman's term. He looked like he was the deer in the headlights. But I mean, Yair, 97 total strikes he hit out of
Right?
157, 70 significant strikes compared to 17 by Pitbull.
Absolutely.
And then he had 38 headshots to 8 to Pitbull. And he controlled him for a minute 43 compared to a minute. And it was clearly 30-27, 30-27, 30-27.
Very clear cut
like
decision.
it.
Very clear cut decision.
I normally don't like it when it's that, there's that many points differential, but I felt it was definitely warranted. Now, this is the fight that everyone was talking about, and Frank actually wanted me to talk with you about this. Michael Chandler and Paddy Pimblett. Okay. Paddy Pimblett.
Paddy the baddie.
Well, Frank said that Chandler was hurt. Now, my question to you, was Chandler really hurt?
No.
He said Chandler was hurt.
Chandler got hurt.
He wasn't hurt going
Chandler
in.
Got hurt. But I don't think, I didn't see anything. And while I was watching it, nothing in that fight indicated to me that Michael Chandler was compensated before the fight. I think he was just outclassed.
Yeah, he didn't look like his normal self. He didn't look like his normal cocky, arrogant, I'm a badass self. And the numbers just blew me away when I finally saw them. 121 total strikes Paddy hit on him compared to 20 Michael Chandler had. And then 80 significant strikes compared to 11 Michael Chandler had. 61 headshots compared to 6 that Michael Chandler had.
Paddy the baddie.
And then it was a third round knockout TKO.
Yeah,
It was vicious. But Frank is a big Chandler fan. I thought, I figured Chandler would get cut after this. Frank says no way Chandler's going to get cut after this.
They won't cut Chandler.
It's his third loss in a row.
1, he could talk. 2, he could sell tickets.
Yeah, okay.
Honestly,
that's true.
And I feel like Chandler got outclassed.
He did 100%.
But until the end, he was in it.
He was.
He was in the fight. That's the thing.
He was
in the fight, but
he was.
Yeah.
But I was surprised that he got knocked out. I did not see that coming.
Oh, I saw it coming. This fight was officially Paddy the Baddie's coronation. He's arrived now. Now there is.
So again, it's the lightweight division.
The thing is, the UFC now has to answer 0 questions when Paddy fights for a title or fights a #1 contender fight.
He's 23-3-0. He's in the lightweight division, which again is the toughest division.
Super competitive division.
So, do you put him in a title fight ahead of Reyes?
Ahead of who?
Dominic.
Dominic is a light heavyweight. Paddy
light heavyweight.
Lightweight.
Oh, I'm sorry, I got that confused.
It's quite all right.
So
the champion right now is Islam Makhachev, and as good as Paddy has looked, I don't feel like he's ready for Islam yet. But
so what do you? Okay, then what do you do with Chandler? I mean, he's got 3 losses in a row.
Here's the thing: Chandler, you can put against anyone, and people will watch it.
Yeah, they will.
He's exciting. So
Yes.
you could put him.
He's
in some sort of-
charismatic.
Hey, he's still 2-5. He's 2-5 in UFC.
That's
He's
what
still
I'm
like a top
saying.
draw.
But Tyler, if it were anyone else and they were 2-5, they'd be cut. Yes, that's my point.
Yeah, exactly.
So the only reason he's sticking around is because he sells tickets, he's got charisma, and people like to watch him fight.
For the most part, that's 100% correct, Steve.
Wow. See, I wouldn't think UFC would do that. Like that's something the WWE would do. I wouldn't think.
Well, there's certain people. It's the fight game. It's not the merit game.
No, you're right. You're right.
There's certain guys get certain considerations. That's just the reality of the
No, you're right.
sport.
That's true. That's true. John Jones has, Conor McGregor has, Nate Diaz has. I agree with you. I agree with you.
The only guy you just mentioned that you could think along those lines with is Nate Diaz, because as great as Nate is, he's taken a number of losses. Conor and John haven't taken that many losses.
No, Nate doesn't give a fuck.
0 losses. So
no, Nate doesn't give a fuck. He'll fight anyone.
Exactly.
And he doesn't care if he loses. And he still thinks he's the best afterwards.
Well, he is though.
Yeah. No, I listen. I love watching Nate Diaz fight. I love to watch him more, and that's why I said I don't like these long layoffs. So
well, he's not in the UFC right now, but
I know he's not. I know he fought his last last fight.
He lost a boxing match. He lost a boxing match to Jorge Masvidal in his last fight.
He did?
Yes.
Oh, that's right. He did. He lost the boxing match. That I forgot about that. Yeah. Were you surprised by that or no?
No.
Because Nate isn't known for his.
The thing I was surprised about, it was a lot closer than the judges' scorecards read off. I think that was a bit of an inside job for Masvidal, for the I believe it was in California, for the California State Athletic Commission notoriously does not like the Diaz brothers, so I think that was part of it.
They don't like them at all. It's funny because I remember a couple of the pay-per-views or at least one got moved to Vegas because California wouldn't sanction them. They don't like the Diaz brothers. So I have to ask, the main event, Alexander Volkanovski, 27-4-0, defeats Diego Lopez by unanimous decision.
Yeah.
I didn't necessarily agree with the scorecards, but he won. And it looked like, again, just a beatdown. The total strikes, Alexander 165, Diego 71. The significant strikes 158-63, and then the head strikes 136-49.
Yeah, baby.
I mean, he was just on a tear. I mean, he kept coming. He kept coming. He reminded me of the Terminator. And Diego Lopez looked like he should never have been in there.
Diego Lopez had done everything that he needed to do to get this opportunity.
He did. You're right.
But Alexander Volkanovski, he said it best in his post-fight interview.
Yeah.
Pressure is a privilege.
Yeah.
Everyone
did say
this man out. After two knockout losses in a row, one to Islam Makhachev. I believe he lost to Ilya Topuria as well.
Well, no, I mean he's won his last 4 up to this.
Volkaz?
Yeah. He beat Ortega.
No. You're talking about Diego Lopez.
Oh, I'm sorry. You were talking about somebody else?
I'm talking about Volkanovski.
Volk said
it best. Pressure is a privilege. And, man, that guy has been through it. And the fact that he came back and looked as...
He looked spectacular.
Looked as outstanding as he did versus, frankly, a young stud in Diego Lopez, a young Mexican fighter stud.
Oh, he is.
Diego,
He's a young stud. Okay, I didn't
Diego
know that.
Lopez. Diego Lopez is the epitome of Mexican fighter. Tenacious, fast paced, always moving forward, super
Yep, he
accurate,
was. He
lots of
was.
volume. But let me tell you what.
But Volkanovski
Folks,
circled the octagon well, I thought.
agree. He took great angles and he was
Yeah.
landing. And even one of the best shots of the fight, they landed simultaneously. I believe Volk threw an overhand and Diego threw an uppercut. They landed at the same time. And that was like one of the shining moments for Diego Lopez in this fight. Volk just, no, I think
Yeah, I know what you think. You think that I am the greatest person on the planet, and I am very, very attractive. Some would say sexy. So that's okay. I mean, a lot of people think I'm sexy, and it's okay that you do. So we'll go with that. Oh, you back? I was
oh, I'm
talking
back.
about how sexy you think I am, but
Obviously.
Volkanovski did a great job circling because, as you said, Lopez kept coming.
Did everyone just miss my amazing little diatribe there? Jesus.
Yeah, you were talking about the angles Volkanovski was taking as he
Volk
was
just
circling.
he took great angles. And
Yep.
did you get my commentary about Diego's like shining moment of the fight was when he
Oh,
landed
when they punched each other. Yes.
like the same time? That was
Yes.
like one of the best moments for Diego. Like Diego just didn't have moments in this fight. He like landed, but he just didn't have any big moments in this fight the way
No, he
Volk
didn't.
did. Volk was just accurate. His volume was great, and like I said, I
God,
think you missed it.
his
Diego is
speed.
the epitome of Mexican fighter. Tenacious,
Yes. Yes.
strong, always coming forward,
Yes.
and accurate, great volume, etc. And Volk negated everything. Volk
He
was.
did. He did. He had a couple
I
good
don't know if anyone.
takedowns too.
I don't know if
He
you
had a
heard me,
takedown.
but I don't think anyone was beating Volk on this night. I don't think a prime 145 Conor McGregor could have beaten Volk on this night.
Really?
Volk was just so good, so
Yeah, he
good on
was.
Saturday
No, he
night.
was. He was.
Yeah.
And especially for the cards to be 49, 46, 49, 46,
Well
and
said,
then
Steven.
48,
Well said.
47. The 48, 47 guy must have been drinking the whole time because I thought Volkanovski just dominated the
He
entire
did.
fight.
100% he did.
I didn't think Diego Lopez had any business being in there with him. I thought they could have gone with somebody else. But
No. Diego Lopez earned this title shot.
no, he
But
did. He did.
Volk showed he's still the man.
Yes. Yes. Now, this was Lopez's first loss in 5 fights.
Yes.
Where do you see him going from here?
He'll take a step back. He'll most likely he'll get a guy in the top 5. Maybe they'll give him like number 7 or number 8.
Over the summer?
What? Yeah, most likely. Most
Okay.
likely. Diego Lopez will grow from this fight. He will come back. He'll be better, and he'll be back in the title picture.
He'll be back in the title picture. Now, for Volkanovski, who do you think is next for him?
Oh, that is a really good question, Steve.
Because
The gentleman that beat Bryce.
the weight division's tough.
Well, the man that beat Bryce Mitchell. That's a good.
Oh yes,
that'd be a good option.
Yeah, he looked good. He
Yes,
definitely
he
looked good. He definitely looked good. I want to get quickly your thoughts. PFL has a show this coming weekend, the main card.
Steve,
and
I got 2 minutes, brother.
All right. Well, I'll just ask you the main event. Impa versus Fabian Edwards. And I love Impa. So I want
Impa.
I want Impa to win.
Too. I love Impa too, but Fabian Edwards is a problem.
He's 13-4-0. So you think he can take out Impa?
He could,
but he's English.
No,
The English people can't fight.
Say what?
The English people can't fight.
Listen, he could take out Impa, but I don't think anyone's beating Impa right now. Impa's been on a tear.
Yeah, he's been on a tear. Okay. And the other one I wanted to ask, Brett Primus, you like him?
Who's
right?
he fighting?
He's fighting Alexander Shabley, who's 24-4-0. Brett Primus is 15-4-0.
I think
I like Brett Primus from last season.
It's a make or break fight for Primus.
Really?
I think, yeah. If Primus wins this, he'll be in the picture still. But
okay,
I could see Primus winning this. But if he loses, he's done.
All right, and then I got to ask about my man Godzi because I love Godzi. Godzi's fighting Mark Diakasi, who's 18-7-0. Godzi Rabadadov is 24. I love him. I love him. I love him. The neck beard wins me over every time. He's 24-4-2. Do you think he destroys him?
No, it's Godzi. It's Godzi.
Okay. So, all right, we got that. And now you're going to train. You have a fight coming up on May 24th, Cage Titans. It's going to be a battle. We're very excited for it. And you're going to come out and you're going to pound that ass right afterwards. And I get to watch it.
It's not going to be a battle. It's going to be a one-sided.
It's going to be one-sided.
It's going to be a one-sided beating, and I'm swinging the hammer.
And Matt Hamill wanted me to say hello to you, by the way.
Well, tell Matt Hamill I said hello. I'm glad he can hear now. No, I'm dead serious. I think it's a beautiful thing that he can hear now. I think it's no, I really do.
You can't say that. You can't say that.
I can't say that. No, he heard for the first time in his life. I think it's fucking beautiful.
So are you a fan of Matt Hamill, or are you just happy that he?
I wouldn't say I'm a fan, but him hearing his daughter's voices for the first time and seeing him overcome with emotion, that really is a beautiful thing.
Oh, okay. I'm happy you said that, Tyler. You gave Matt Hamill some props. That was nice of you. All right, I just have to mention Ned Von Yud, Fresh Fold Laundry Company, Carborough, North Carolina.
We love you.
Yes, and he loves you too. They are a high-end laundry service. You can schedule online. You drop your clothes off. You pick them up. They're washed, dried, and folded for you at lightning speed. They are just outside of Chapel Hill. They have deals for college students, for University of North Carolina Central, and Duke University. Go to their website, freshfold-laundry.com. And then finally, we mentioned Razul Wallace, his dinner at the Swift Factory. Tyler's going to be going. I'm going to be speaking. It's from 6 to 9:30. You're going to be able to buy tickets on Eventbrite. I will put the link in the notes for our show, and it's going to be a great time. And we're going to get Tyler drunk and have him fight Mulcahy. That's my goal.
I'll fight Mulcahy. I don't need to be drunk though.
All right. Well, Tyler, great job. Great analysis.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And I will tell Frank that you said Chandler was not hurt before the fight.
I mean, he was a bum before the fight. He's a bum after the fight.
Okay. I will tell Frank that. He'll be thrilled to hear it.
Please do.
All right. Well, I'm Steve Cully, the best podcast host in the universe. Remember, when life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Take 2 oranges, and you can throw them back at Mulcahy.